seating plan for Theatre Royal Sydney is made up of essentially two different types of chair. The green chairs on the plan are removable seats. The removable seats are made up of beams and configurations of two-seaters, single seat and a three-seat beam, two being the prominent seat. You'll notice on the plan it shows a number like 2.2 on top of the seat. That says it's a two-seater beam and it has two arms. A 2.3 would be a two-seater seat with three arms, and that might be the end of the row where you've got an aisle arm as well as an intermediate and an end arm. Notice all the seats in the centre line, all the removable seats are 2.1. Now this is because these two seats share the fixed seat's arm beside them. So there's only a armrest on the centre of a two-seater beam for those chairs that are on the centre row, which can come out to form an aisle. With the fixed seating, there's three seat widths or three set out widths. The pink is 500 centres, the blue is 490 centres, which are, so in the gallery there is also a 480 centre, which is shown in orange. To set these chairs out, I've made a drilling jig, and the drilling jig is adjustable. So you can see the drilling jig here, much the same as so it has the end fitting has a little catch surround here to catch the dust as you're drilling, so it minimises the dust spillage on the floor. So select a suitable size cardboard box from somewhere, and as these fill up, just turn them over and empty them as you're progressing along the job. On the bar here in the middle there is a centre line marked, so that if you need to measure to a centre line or set out from a centre line, there's a centre line marked. At the end here we've got multiple holes, and this is where you set the jig to suit the configuration. Notice I've got marked here the hole pattern with the two large holes indicating where the two bolts go. So I've done this in each case for each configuration. So we've done the jig for, there's three jigs for the intermediate seat, 500, 490 and 480. Each of them I've indicated the front and the riser, what it is, and the fixing pattern of how you assemble the jig. The end seats with the aisle panels have a different jig setting because the aisle panel has a different mounting bracket on compared to the intermediates. So this makes it a right and left hand. So the jig is right hand, left hand, or right hand. Once again, the same configuration of a bolt pattern to suit. So the jig, when you have to change the jig to suit the pattern you need, simply unscrew those bolts. The bar underneath has tapped holes. The bar on the top has clearance holes. So remove the screws, then take the next jig, set the notice the front, the bar here, the front is closest to it rather than the riser. This is important because the leg itself is slightly angled to allow for going around a curve. So changing the jig to another one, the bushes underneath are proud so they can sit through the hole in the template. slide the gauge under, then line the, we're looking for those 2 holes, so we're looking to line 2 holes up. 2 holes up, it should be the one. And now the jig's set for that different configuration. Now the aisle, confirming that the aisle setup is handed. So that's the left hand, and you turn the jig over and you have to set it, and you have to reset the jig with a different configuration. Front. Okay, so it sounds a little complicated, but I think once you get used to the idea, it should be okay.